Now we will discuss about some important properties of a projectile. In our previous class, we have discussed about the motion path of the projectile, the velocity of a projectile. Now we will discuss about some important properties of a projectile. First of all, let us discuss about the equation of the time of flight of a projectile. So time of flight here, in this case, we can divide the total time of flight in two portion. Here is suppose the maximum height of the projectile. So first of all, from the point of projection, a projectile will reach at the maximum height. Suppose a definite interval of time t second. Suppose t second. After t second, the projectile will reach at the maximum height here, and we know from the information, basic information, as much as time a projectile is need to reach at the maximum height from the point of projection, in the same time is needed to reach to the ground from the maximum height. It needs the same time. So if we can find out the time to reach the maximum height from the point of projection, we can easily find out the time of flight of the projectile. So first of all, let us find out the time of flight. Time of flight. Time of flight here means which time, the time taken from where we have thrown the projectile and when it will reach on the ground, the falling point of the projection. In this motion path, how much time will be spent? This time is known as time of flight. So, and this time of flight here can be divided into two portions. One is from the point of projection, it will take a particular time to reach at the maximum height, and the same time is needed to reach on the ground from the maximum height. So here we will find out the time to reach the maximum height from the point of projection, and according to the information we can see here, when the projectile will reach at the maximum height, here the components of the velocity of the vertical plane will must be 0. Why not? When the projectile will remain at the point, this maximum height point, it will only have the horizontal components of the velocity px, and here the vertical components of the velocity vy will must be 0. Why not? At the maximum height, according to the information we can see here, at the maximum height the velocity of the vertical components here vy equals to 0. So let us write, after definite interval of time, the velocity vy equal to v y naught plus ay into t. So let us write at the maximum height, the components of the velocity of vertical components is 0. So let us put 0, and we know that v naught equal to v naught sin theta and equal to minus g into t. So from here we will find out the value of t. So t equals to, it must be v naught sin theta in by z here. This is the time for the projectile to reach at the maximum height from the point of projection. And from the information, as we know, a projectile need the same time, like when it will reach at the maximum height from the point of projection, it needs same time to reach on the ground of the maximum height. So if we want to find out the time of flight, we can add these 2 times, then we will get the time of flight. So time of flight suppose has been indicated as capital T. So we can see now T equals to T plus T. Let us put the value. At the value of T equal to V naught sin theta by Z again plus V naught sin theta by Z. So what will be the value finally? Equal to 2 V naught sin theta by Z. So it is the important equation to find out the time of flight of a projectile. The time of flight of a projectile equals to twice V naught sin theta by Z. Now we can find out the maximum height of a projectile. The maximum height of a projectile. In this same way, we will be able to find out the maximum height of a projectile. Maximum height. And here maximum height will be identified as capital H. So when from the information, when a projectile will reach at the maximum height, its final velocity or the velocity along with y-axis will must be 0 here. So from a particular equation, we can easily find out the equation of a value of a maximum height here. So Vy equal to V square, we know that Vy square equal to V square equal to Vy naught square minus 2 G is. And when the projectile will reach at the maximum height, here the final velocity will be 0 along with y-axis. The vertical components of the velocity of the projectile will be 0 here. When a projectile will reach at the maximum height. So if we put the value here, V naught equal to 0, and we know that V naught equal to V naught sin theta, and here is square minus 2 G H. Why not? We have got the maximum height. Maximum height here will be identified as capital H. So from here again we can find out the value of H, that means the maximum height. H equal to V naught square sin square theta by 2 Z. It's the important equation to find out the maximum height of a projectile. You must remember this. Maximum height is equal to V naught square sin square theta by 2G is the equation to find out the maximum height of a projectile. Now we'll discuss about the equation of the horizontal length of a projectile. We know that from the information of horizontal length, we know that along with horizontal plane, from the point of projection and from the point of projection along with the horizontal plane, as much as distance a projectile will cross is known as horizontal length. Finally, so we can also say that the distance between the point of projection and point of falling point, this distance according to the along with the horizontal plane is known as horizontal range here. So now we can find out the horizontal equation of the horizontal length in many ways. Now I will discuss about a particular technique here. From the main equation of a projectile, we can also easily find out the equation of the horizontal length here in this way. You can find out. Now we'll find out the equation of horizontal range. Horizontal range. Horizontal length R. So from the final equation of a projectile, we know y equal to tan theta into x minus z x square by 2 v naught square cos square theta. So in this equation, if we put the value of y is 0, then this equation will indicate the distance crossed along with only y axis. Here in this equation, if we put the value of y equal to 0, that means horizontal distance y equal to 0, then this equation will indicate only the distance crossed by the projectile along with x-axis from beginning to final point. And we know that along with x-axis, which direction a projectile will cross, is known as the horizontal range. So if we put the value y is 0, so x will be replaced into horizontal range here. So let us put the value. If we put the value of y equal to 0, then we can write tan theta into r, horizontal range, minus z r square by 2 v naught square cos square theta. Okay, again we can omit here in this way, d r square divided by 2 v naught square cos square theta equal to tan theta into r here. So on r we can cross r with r, g r divided by 2 v naught square cos square theta equal to tan theta. Now let us exchange. So which will be the value of r here? R equal to here tan theta into cross multiply. Let us cross multiply 2 v naught square cos square theta, and now z will be divided here, r by g, and let us, we know that tan theta means sin theta divided by cos theta into 2 v naught square cos square theta by z, and cross. So theta, cos theta and cos square theta will be cos, here will be cos theta here, and we can arrange in this way: r equal to 2 v naught square sin theta 2 v naught square sin theta into cos theta by z. Now we can again rearrange this equation in this way: r equal to, let us everyone check the value. We can again rearrange in this way: r equal to v naught square into 2 sin theta into cos theta divided by z. And here in this way, I hope all of you have already understood. We have just rearranged this equation. Now the 2 sin theta and cos theta means another important equation. You know that from the trigonometric law, 2 sin theta and into cos theta equal to sin 2 theta. So let us write the value: r equal to v naught square 2 sin theta into cos theta equals to sin 2 theta, divided by z here. Here as we know, sin 2 theta equal to 2 sin theta into cos theta. So this is the equation, final equation of the horizontal length of a projectile, r equal to v naught square sin 2 theta by g, is the final equation of the horizontal length of a projectile. We must memorize or must remember this equation as the equation of the horizontal length of a projectile. From here we can find out another important information. When the horizontal length of a projectile will be maximum, it's a very important for both the CQ question, MCQ question, and the admission question. When the horizontal length will be maximum, from this equation we can easily see the velocity, initial velocity, the velocity of projection here is a constant value, and the acceleration due to gravity is also a constant value, but here theta is variable here. So in this equation, if we put the maximum value of sine theta, then we will get the maximum horizontal length. So here the value of the horizontal length will must be verified with the value of the sine theta here, and if we put the maximum value of sine theta in this equation, we'll get the maximum horizontal length of the projectile. So which will be the equation of the maximum horizontal length of a projectile? We can write in this way: horizontal length, maximum horizontal length. So in case of maximum horizontal length, we know that it is the students will also face this as a understand based question. So now first of all, a student will must write the equation of the horizontal length of a projectile. From the information we know that the equation of a horizontal length of a projectile are equal to v naught square sine 2 theta by z. I know that from the information of sine theta, this is the maximum value of the sine theta. We know that the maximum value of sine theta equal to 1. Sine theta equal to 1, and which the value, which will be the value of the angle sine 90. The value of sine 90 is 1. So from this equation we can see 2 theta equal to 90, therefore theta equal to 45 degree. So it's a very important information for the maximum horizontal length. For the maximum horizontal length, the angle of projection will must be 45 degree. It's a very important information for both SSC exam and for both the admission test. So if we put the value theta is 45 degree in equation 1, then we will get the maximum horizontal length. So dear students, it's a very important information. When the horizontal length of a projectile will be maximum, at that moment when if we throw a projectile with the angle of 45 degree, the horizontal length will must be maximum. So to find out the maximum horizontal length, let us put the value equation. In case of maximum horizontal length, we write R max, maximum horizontal length. So V naught square sine 2, and we have got the theta is 45 degree. Okay, by z, and from this equation you know V naught square sine will be 2 into 45 is 90 by g, and the final value we know that the value of sine 90 is 1 V naught square, and the value of sine 90 is 1 here by z. So the final equation of the maximum height of a projectile R max equal to V naught square by z. So in case of MCQ, we can find out if the question wants to ask you to find out the maximum horizontal length, then we will find out the maximum horizontal length with the help of this equation. So dear students, all of these equations are very important for both SSC exam and for both all the admission exam. From this equation of projectile or the motion of projectile, we must remember all the part equation, the velocity after a definite interval of time, the time of flight, horizontal length, maximum height, maximum horizontal range. These are too much important. So you must remember and you must practice more mathematical problem from this equation, and it will help you to prepare yourself as a perfect uh, competitor for both SSC final exam and for both the admission. So best of luck. No more today. Thanks of all. Assalamu alaikum.